dragon shooting his fire across Mount Sinai and blowing Europe out his nose. Look at that dragon. The Persian Empire, the dragon. Look at that shit. That crazy. That crazy. That crazy. But niggas lost with that landmark. Niggas lost with that landmark. Hmm. Niggas lost with that landmark, my nigga. Y'all need to get lost going to the next neighborhood. Remember where that McDonald's was at? Damn, I thought that McDonald's right there. Damn, I made the wrong turn. They get lost every day. GPS ass niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? GPS ass niggas. The Draco constellation was first cataloged by the Greek astronomer Ptolemy in the 2nd century AD. The first time it was cataloged, wrote down on some paper and shit, okay. Though its recognition as a celestial dragon dates back much further to ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt civilization. Huh? They love trying to throw Mesopotamia, aka Europe, aka Iraq, in the mix like them little motherfucking ziggurats over there meant something. They love doing that shit. Why they be doing that shit, bro? Hmm? We know that the Greeks got secondhand information from some other motherfuckers that met them Cretians, American bloodline, who they learned from, who taught them some shit, and they get it and try to do what the fuck they want to do with it. It's point blank simple, man. You lost without a landmark. So I'm asking y'all, what the fuck? If there's a balance to this shit, if it's a balance to this shit, see, it's universal balance. We know the universe consists of balance, so we know we ain't tilted and all that dumb shit. Ain't no boats going up no hill to no North Pole, none of that. See, north is right where the motherfuckers trying to show you. The North Pole, I'm finna try to show y'all some shit. Go straight here. When I tell y'all X marked the spot, why was they playing with this spot right here? See, it's the spot they was playing with. This north. This is north. Before the globe, before they come in there and try to fake the font, X marked the spot. That nigga said, it ain't in the center of the globe. Bitch, I ain't said the center of no globe. I ain't said the center of no globe. What this bitch talking about? Let me show you this bitch talking about. Ancient Sumeria and Babylon identified the star dragons as thousands of years before the Greeks. I know that's real, and somebody did thousands of years before them. But they try to use that the shit down in Nubia and date it back 5,000 years to try to throw off with the accomplishments of the Americas and the mound builders in America had already put down. This is how they do it. Ptolemy includes Draco as one of the 48 original constellations in his treatise. The Almagest, often associated with the Latin, the dragon that guarded the golden apple in the garden. What garden you talking about? See, that's why all this shit mythological. They ain't got no motherfucking garden to begin with. They got apples down in Florida somewhere, bitch ass nigga. Y'all ain't got no motherfucking apples or no gardens. See, but X marked the spot. See, why did X marked the spot? Then even right here. Planet X marked the spot. Same location. This is the only way this shit gonna work. X mark, even on the United Nations logo. The 33rd. The center is the 33rd. It says 33rd. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See the section? That's the 33rd section. 33rd degree masonry around this hole. The 33rd parallel where my nigga catching all their ass at. But X marked the spot. Y'all can't move this spot, man. They can't move this spot, G. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They can't move that spot, bro. X marked the spot. That's the spot y'all started at. That's the spot y'all congregated at. That's the spot y'all united at against real knowledge and start corrupting knowledge that was brought to y'all in good faith. Know the fuck out. The Great Serpent Mound in Ohio, most prominent for the Draco Constellation. Where? In Ohio? Lean to the Draco. So we already know about the Draco Constellation for y'all to take it and turn it to the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all dragging it out and make it to the east, my brother, to the east, and brainwash everybody with the fake North Pole, with the tilted North Pole and shit like that through there. Because y'all said a compass was pointed towards the center of the earth. But now you're trying to tell me the compass don't point toward the center of the globe. I ain't said point toward the center of no globe. I said point toward the center of the earth. That's what y'all told everybody in the world. The magnetism in the center of the earth, a black magnetic rock, is the reason why the compass points toward the center, which would be north. North and true north and true north and magnetic north and north. Man, fuck all that. We talking this star Polaris, this landmark that all navigators in ancient time used as a landmark. You know how you go down 3 blocks and then you see Church of Chicken, make a right, then you see, go down, you'll see the Shell Station, make a right there, then make a left when you get to Oak Street Baptist Church. Yeah, landmarks. You lost, you're a wanderer until you know landmarks. Until you know a landmark, nigga, you just wandering around lost, nigga. You're a lost soul. See? You're a lost soul until you know a landmark. In my heart, I think that's why they call that bitch a compass. Because you lost until you come past the same spot twice. Man, I know where I'm at now. I passed by this shit yesterday. I remember this spot. I came past here yesterday. Come past, I came past, I came. That's what a compass is, nigga, when you get a sense of motherfucking direction. Until you get a sense of direction, nigga, you just a wanderer. Like a wandering star. Motherfucker, the fuck you talking about? The fuck you talking about? The Hopewell culture got this motherfucker. See what I'm saying? I already got these star alignments. Now we just got to bust them up on the dates. And that's going to be easy to do because they trying to use that shit down there in Newly with them little plates in the ground, them little stellars in the ground. They trying to use that as star alignment and saying motherfuckers in Africa was on their shit before us. Nah, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Wood edge. Solar solstice and equinoxes, man. The niggas over here was doing this shit. Why did? There is currently no bright south star. But where your balance at? That acts like a counterpart to the North Star. Why? Because all that shit in the same location. Because it ain't nothing but the North Star that we call the North Star, but the North Star is not north like over here in the northern section of the earth. He started calling the star Polaris the North Star. And the star Polaris lines up with the center of the earth, which you was calling true north or north, that magnetic rock. This the education you gave a nigga. See? While the north has Polaris directly above the pole, the south celestial pole currently points towards irrelevantly relatively empty patch of sky. Astronomers use the southern cross, the crux, to find south by following the long axis of the cross towards a small faint star called Sigma Octantis, which is closest, which is the closest star to the southern pole, but is too dim to see without very dark skies. Huh? This is said because the axis precessions the slow wobble, of the Earth axis. The slow wobble of the Earth axis. What this shit say? Different stars. What light out of the way? Different stars take turns being the pole star over thousands of years. In about 5,000 years, the bright star Delta Virgo. See what I'm saying? It moves and all this shit. See what I'm talking about? It should have a counterpart. It should be a balance. It should have a south star. You see the special thing about the star Polaris, what that is. Polaris above the south celestial pole, currently towards the relative past the south Frank star, and closer to the to them because the precession of the star. 5,000 years, the bright star Delta Velorum will move into a position to become the much more visible south star. But why this motherfucker, these two magnetic poles? Because it ain't no southern hemisphere and it ain't no northern hemisphere. Because water don't form no bowl on top or no bowl on bottom for no imaginary equator. The equator is an imaginary line around a bowl of so-called water. It don't exist. Not in this universe, because this universe is made out of balance. Ma'at, the scale of truth. Balance. You move left, you create a right. The law of opposites. See? So where the south magnetic pole at? They have none. Because they lying. See? The star Polaris is so important because it's a landmark to whomever may be a navigator of the waters in these ancient times. The people realize that their star doesn't move, it's stationary. Yeah, I came past this spot yesterday, so now I get a sense of direction. So now we gonna call these things compasses. Because when we come past the same spot, now we got a sense of direction using that North Star as stationary point. You navigate to the North Star, away and from and away to, going to and from. You navigate to this North Star because we know and understand this star of Polaris won't move. And it became the North Star, and it's situated in X marked the spot where it stands, where its zenith. It's in the center. Its zenith is in the center. X marked the spot in the center. Central location. They can't move this spot. They can't change this shit, bro, unless you let them. Unless you let them. That is correct. Polaris sits directly above the geographical North Pole, acting as a stationary hub for the northern sky. Because of the alignment, the star stays fixed in the same spot while all other stars appears to circle around throughout the night. Circle around the circular plane. They circle around. The stars is on their own motion in the heavens, circling around the circular disk with the uprising edges that Professor Picard recorded when he went and broke the stratosphere, nigga. The fuck? In the standard geographic model, Polaris is aligned with the top of the Earth axis, not the center of the globe. I ain't saying about no center of no globe. I said the center of the Earth. I ain't saying about no center of no globe. It's too hot for an axis to goddamn even exist going through a goddamn all that other shit and all that bullshit. I ain't saying about no globe. If you are standing exactly at the North Pole, Polaris will be directly above your head at the zenith. How you know? Y'all made it to the North Pole? We didn't make it to the North Pole. We used the Eskimos. We don't like to be called Eskimos. You get on the Mongolian ass, ah ya, kung fu. Get off the Mongolian ass. Man, get the fuck out of here. However, in the central polar projection maps you explored, like the European Monte, the North Pole is depicted as a geographical center of the circular plane, making the North Star central hub around which the entire sky rotates. So the stars are moving, not us. Because NASA and all U.S. militaries make their calculations about the Earth according to a flat stationary plane. So how would you know the star of Polaris is stationary if you're not stationary with it? Motherfucker. Huh? Huh? How would you know it's stationary? You stationary with it. You ain't moving, nigga. You ain't turning and spinning and tilting and shit. Huh? All U.S. militaries and NASA have recorded their calculations about the Earth according to a flat stationary plane. The star of Polaris is stationary in the sky. This is how the ancient people navigated the highways, aka the rivers. This is how they navigated the waters and know that and had a sense of direction of where the fuck they was going. This they landmark. This the first landmark on the earth, nigga. This the landmark. I came past here yesterday. Why you think they call it a compass? Man, I remember where I'm at now, man. I've been riding around 3 days. Now I remember that spot right there. Once you compare the same spot twice, now you can start having a sense of direction and having a direct avenue of where you want to go. Until then, you just a wanderer on this earth. You don't know the fuck you going, just wondering. And that's what them hoes were doing. They was wondering when we met them. Now they got us wondering and wishing on a goddamn star in space. And what they call wonder. Space is the motherfucking ultimate wonderland. And that's what they got y'all at, because they done fucked up knowledge, man. They done fucked up knowledge, bro. They done fucked up knowledge, bro. But don't worry about it. Thug came to carry you. Stand on your feet. These bitches will bury you. Uncle Illuminati's elite. Ain't no fearing in them. Boy. Now, we know we got the evidence that these mountains, these mounds and shit over here in the Americas outdate all that shit. But now they trying to use that shit down in Nubia to fuck up American culture and American knowledge of the original people who was mapping out these star alignments. We talk this shit to the world, man. New archaeological evidence and advanced dating techniques like lead and carbon-12 are constantly pushing back the timeline for civilization in America. I know it. You're going to keep on pushing it back. Y'all keep on trying to stop it and distort my people's mind with that whole shit. If data proves that North America earthworks predate structures in Egypt or Mesopotamia, it would confirm that the Americas were the original center of advanced celestial engineering. We already done proved it. Y'all just playing. Ain't nobody ready to knock your hoes off, because y'all hoes playing with a nigga inheritance. Y'all hoes playing with the Holy Land. And y'all playing with the holy people and want us to be savages to this day. But we not. We're soulful people. And we waking the fuck up. Rewriting history happened with physical evidence. Man, hey, look. Humans linked to the earth and the heavens. Rewriting history happened when physical evidence contradicts established academic theories. Academic theories is all y'all be fucking with. If these mounds are indeed the oldest, they establish a primary blueprint for how humans first linked the earth to the heavens. And that's what the fuck we was doing. And that's what the fuck y'all corrupted. And that's what the fuck y'all fucking with now. And that's why I stay on y'all stinking ass. Straight up. Only thing they got old is that shit they talking about down there in Newell, them little plates that they set out there, and talking about there was some The first motherfucking observatory of the stars, all that shit, and put 5,000 BC on it. We gonna bust it. We gonna bust it. We gonna bust it. We gonna bust it up. This shit right here. This shit right here. Nigga, we got mounds. Mounds. More mounds than y'all give us credit for. Aligned with these celestials. We got mounds all over the Americas. Pyramids and mounds all over Mesoamerica, North America, South America. Structures. Right now. Put your thumb on it. They there. But we listening to y'all wondering and taking our knowledge and playing with it and just giving us enough to make us say, oh, that gotta be real. And then we run with it. No, we ain't running with nothing you talking about. Because that fake ass globe came from the Greeks. And it came from the Neanderthal going in there to fuck with them goddamn Europeans, fake ass European Arabs that was already down there fucking with them Indians. I just proved that shit to y'all. I'm showing y'all this shit now. How this bitch ass shit go. But X marked this spot right here. This is where the star, you see that pole? Yeah. That magnetic rock, black rock they was talking about? Yeah. That's the center of the earth. And this where they first started trying to create their pole. You hear me? This is what I'm telling y'all. This was started creating the center. In the center, X marked the spot. This is the location they started at right here. Then they raised it up on a sphere and tilt that bitch farther to the east. This the North Pole. How would that make it? How would raising it up into the sky and making it a ball and tilting it to the right made that north? Because you niggas think north is going up. That's why you think Canada sit up over your head. That's why you think you get in a boat and ride up the hill and round a curve to go to Canada when you know that shit sit across these goddamn falls. These waterfalls. Water don't ball, nigga, water fall. You ain't gonna never see a water hill in your life because you can't climb now, nigga. You can't climb no motherfucking water, nigga. Ain't no boat can climb no water, nigga. Ain't no such thing as a water hill. Waterfall, man. And north is in the center of this bitch. That's where the star Polaris is lined up with. That's where its zenith's at. The zenith for the star Polaris is right here in this spot right here. And they know it. And they knew it. He knew it. And he knew it. And they knew it. You see me? I said he knew it. He knew it. And they knew it. The United Nations know this shit. You see the logo? You see what they got in the 33rd spot there? Around that little sucker there. So if it's true that Alaska is 55 was 8 miles, 55 miles from Russia, this is how it gotta be. It can't even work on what this fuck they talking about, bro. It can't even work. But I give a fuck less about that. I'm just trying to say some nigga. Huh? The zenith is an imaginary point directly above a specific location, representing the highest vertical position in the celestial sphere. It sits at an altitude of 90 degrees from the horizon opposite the nada. So where is the South Star? Where's the star to let motherfuckers in the southern hemisphere navigate without getting lost? Where's the South Star at? Where's the landmark for the... Because all the central location is the pole for the North and the South Pole, because there's not no axis running through this bitch, because the only axis is you. You the Z axis that causes the 3D effect, depth and height. And height is measured in altitude. That's not going north. Going north is goddamn going north, nigga. Going north is not going up in the motherfucking sky. That's altitude. See? So where's they motherfucker? So where's the South Star? Where's the balance to the shit that y'all believe in, bro? Where is the South Star at, man? That's what I'm asking you niggas. Let me thumb back through all this shit and just see what I got back off in this bitch. I don't even want to go back that far. I just want to make that little point and get the fuck on, like I'm gonna keep on doing. A plane. Huh? A plane, two-dimensional surface that extends infinitely in all directions. It has no thickness, and it's uniquely defined by 3 points that do not lie on the same line. Huh? So how you get it? Huh? Make it 3D. Make it 3D for me. How you make it 3D? I told y'all earlier, man. The transition to 3D, a plane 2D, a flat surface where you can move only forward, backward. Okay, but to make it 3D, you got 3D. You got to goddamn put the height on it, and you is the motherfucking height. And you is the motherfucking height. It's all good, but I ain't finna go back through all that shit. I showed y'all that shit earlier today. I showed y'all that shit, the Z-axis. You are the Z-axis. Anytime you build a structure or dig, you can dig down. Depth and height is what make 3D, man. On a plane. That will make us three-dimensional beings, nigga. Our height. The depth of something was make it 3D. We on a flat plane, but you got hills, mountains, ditches, crevices, canyons. But it's surface level. Surface level. You live at sea level. Sea level is motherfucking. That's where we live at, sea level, man. Above sea level, sky. Below sea level, underground and water. And we live at surface level, at sea level. That's how I go. And y'all niggas tripping. So we need to find this southern star, southern Polaris star that line up with the South Pole so we can start navigating down here in the southern hemisphere. Because we want to be able to do it like they do it up top. Because we on the bottom now. Yo, we rise from the bottom of the map. Fuck that, I don't even rap that shit no more. Bitch, I ain't from the bottom of the map. I'm over here in Alabama, nigga. And they over there in Georgia, nigga. And they over there in goddamn New York, nigga. Over there, nigga. Ain't no bottom of no map, top of no motherfucking map, nigga. Y'all niggas gotta start talking like it what you know. That's why I don't do it. X mark the spot. And then the crazy part, when they start disappearing that land, right around this land right here, that's the mountains of Tuscany in Italy. Say, well, that's what you've been trying to tell us the whole time. Yeah, that's Italy and Tuscany. So I can show you what the United Nations talking about and who united in that bitch and why there ain't never been a scuffle or a fight or a 911 call, an ambulance, and then call to that bitch. All these niggas supposed to hate each other, but they unite. They put all this fake ass shit out here. Nigga ain't never spit on a nigga in that bitch, slap a bitch, and then y'all that cool. That's why y'all won't drop no nuke on each other no more, cause y'all ran that fake ass nuke script and got the whole world scared of this shit. Nah, we don't do it like that. We don't do it like that. The star Polaris is zenith. Zenith is over the center of this spot right here what I'm showing you. And motherfuckers navigated to this spot right here from the sky. And that's how they knew where they was when they was navigating this water. That's how motherfuckers were able to map shit out from the waters. By hugging the edge of the goddamn, latitude, longitude, hugging the edge of the goddamn land masses that they on the ship and drawing it out with mathematics. They ain't got to go up top. And when they go up top, they look down at a flat plane, man. You can't get no flat plane on no motherfucking curved ass spirit ball. Every part of a spirit is curved out. Every part of it is curved. The man go 15,000 feet and show that goddamn it is a flat disc. He gonna say it appears to be, because that's what it appears to look like. Because once you go up so far, everything appears to be flat. Even the trees, the mountains appear to be flat from up top. But when you gonna show us the transition of this motherfucking disc turning into a ball, you should be able to show the whole world the transition of where you say we live and stay on, nigga. And they ain't gonna be able to do it. So it's time out for the fuck shit and time to let them hoes know we want our inheritance. We want to inherit our land like y'all over there fighting for that fake ass land. When we see all you bitches in cahoots. When we see all you bitches in cahoots and loving the East, because the East has sense enough to fuck over the beast. I can't goddamn go get, I want to go get that. Let me show. Boom. See, the Persian Empire. See, they don't like to show you the whole thing. Man, them hoes all down there fucking with Ethiopia, Egypt. Look at that fire coming out there, dragging them out. All over across the Mount Sinai, all that shit. So this Israel, Palestine, modern day Iraq, Iran, motherfucking India, all them hoes. Come over here all over to Europe to Mesopotamia and Greece. That's how them hoes were able to come down off in that bitch and bring that globe with them. All these hoes in cahoots right here. This is where the globe come from, with the smoke beam out his nose right there on the left hand side up there where it hit Eastern Europe. That's where Mesopotamia. Now that's what goddamn Alexander the Great come from there, Macedonia there. That's where Macedonia, aka Greek. That's where the Greeks come from. They come right on down off in that motherfucker into Egypt. The first Ptolemy come right on down that bitch and hit you with a motherfucking globe. And hit you with a motherfucking globe. And hit you with a motherfucking globe. See what I'm talking about? And hit you with a motherfucking globe. You see what that shit say? Greek astronomer Ptolemy. Greek astronomer Ptolemy in the 2nd century AD is a recognition a celestial dragon that dates back much further. But he the one, he cataloging all this shit now. Who taught the Greeks? The Greeks were taught by the Cretians. Yeah, the Crete. Where they turned your stonework into concrete. They conned the Cretians out of their stonework, and now solid shit is concrete evidence around this hole. Bitch, we wasn't making no stone, we wasn't making no concrete, nigga. We were cutting real stones, nigga, and busting up the real stones and getting the raw materials out of them and knowing what to do with them, like that graphite and other earth materials that make them levitate, doing trill shit. Yeah, that's what the fuck we were doing. So we need a landmark for the Southern Star. We don't need it to be wobbling and wiggling and dark sometime, and this star gonna be it. Where is the stationary star to go with this South Pole? Cause it ain't now. All this shit right there in the center, man. X mark the spot. Unfair, it ain't playing. Y'all niggas need to recognize. It's the same location, man. It's the same location, man. In the center. In the same location, the 33rd section of this bitch. In the center. And that's Italy and Tuscany right there in that spot where I'm telling you. And I can tell you what the rest of that shit is. But I'm gonna let y'all do a little homework because y'all ain't caught on yet. Huh? This is how they can hide the Annian Strait and turn it into a Bering Strait. If it's a Annian Strait, it gotta look like this. If it's a Annian Strait, it gotta look like this. The Strait of Water, Alaska from Russia, it gotta be like this. And then that little island sitting right there, the real true location of Japan. And yeah, a whole lot of this shit goes on within this shit right here, man. Whole lot of shit goes on, but we need that motherfucking landmark so we can move with that, running them around like some damn fools. Listen, that's a motherfucking beast. Listen, that's a motherfucking beast who got their authority from the motherfucking dragon. Who got their authority from the motherfucking dragon? Huh? The Persian Empire. The dragon. They took their little Draco constellation. Then they took their sun. They took the sun and said the rising in the east, the rising sun. And they called it the sun disk. And they corrupted all your knowledge. And they drain you for everything they can get, down to the motherfucking Peruvian flake. They grow it in Taiwan, or so they say. They ain't use submarines to come get that shit, which make more sense, because you can't grow it nowhere. Europe already tried that. Now y'all want that oil, that cocaine, that fruit. Y'all wanted everything that God gave us over here in these Americas. And we came to give it to y'all freely and give y'all knowledge. And the whole world turned in on the Western Plateau. That's what the fuck I'm standing on. Melanation 3GD. You understand? First lady of Melanation 3GD, yellow, we in this bitch. You know what the fuck we do. Bust this shit up. Greek can't tell me shit. Our ancestors ain't never said nothing about no globe. Our ancestors navigated to that star Polaris. Even the Draco. Then you know what I gave you about the Orion. Orion, the O always gonna represent the sun. Osiris, Orion, all that, the belt. That what the three pyramid supposed to be lined up with. In that third pyramid is all set. Huh? That is, they try to turn it into a hand. Ain't no hand, that's the portal, that's the sun. All your soul, all soul. Well, I got that motherfucker. Let me see, I got that. Yeah, I got that screenshot. Because that's where the renewal of the souls go. Back through the sun. The portal of the sun. I should have kept that motherfucker. Because I need y'all to see that every day. So I can understand what I be saying when I say, nigga, you going back through that melanated disc as carbon 12, 666 melanation. And why they took that staff? Why they took that nigga off that staff now? I can't go get it. I want to see. I want to end with that screenshot. Every time I come up with this bitch, straight up, cause they telling you that the sun, this is the portal back to the afterlife in the heavens. That's where your carnation, your reincarnation take place at, as melanated souls connected to the melanin in these skies that they can't fuck with. I wish I can recognize which one of these motherfuckers it is. Cause that's what I want to end with. That's what I want. I seen them. So it's gotta be. Let me see. I don't even know which one it is. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Let me see, right, people? I might get lucky. That's the wrong one. I hit the wrong one, y'all. So I'm gonna let it go. I ain't gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna let that go. We gonna let that go. But yeah, that's how you get to the afterlife, man. Back through the sun, the portal, the gate. You go through that 360 illumination, the sun. No way to the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father is the life giver through existence itself. And your motherfucking melanated soul go right back, compressed through that motherfucking melanated disc, and you go to your final level of divinity. This is your divine divinity. Your final destination is to go back from whence you came. It even telling you go back. You go back to the afterlife. It tell you return to the heavens. Some of these motherfuckers ain't never seen heaven and can't never see heaven because they can't go. Because they ain't carbon 12. And their souls is not connected to the soul. The soul of the universe is the sun, a sun disk. That's why that bitch everywhere. But it's misrepresented like a motherfucker. And you niggas scared the sun gaze, nigga. But I'm finna goddamn sit. I'm finna chill all night. I just want to talk me a little shit, pop me a little shit. About that North Star. About that star Polaris being stationary. And this plane that we on stationary, and the stars are circling around, and the sun is on its own course, and the moon is on its own course, and these people are regular playing. You can't get no zenith on top of no motherfucking tilted shit tilted over on no motherfucking ball. Your zenith is right here in the middle. Huh? Yeah, that's why all compasses point north, because of the magnetic rock in the center of the earth. Bitch, that what you taught us for years, nigga. Y'all can't keep on coming out changing this shit on our children, bitch. Changing this shit on our children, bitch. Let me go, God got mad. Cause y'all be changing shit on these children, bitch. Children don't know what the igloo or TP is, cause y'all realize that shit don't make no common sense once a nigga start waking up to tree of knowledge. But I've been on y'all ass since I was a child, though. The truth don't need no help, my nigga. Get what? That shit ain't gonna bend, break my motherfucking fold. Huh? And I'm in this bitch. And I'm the truth with this shit. Huh? In real life, nigga. I said, damn.